Skyscraper. So Skyscraper, aka Die Hard 6, tells the story about an ex-FBI agent who lost his leg on the job and is now working as a safety specialist, played by The Rock. And every time I leave a movie with The Rock, I always feel like I gotta start lifting weights. You know what I mean? And as a safety specialist, he has to take his whole family to Hong Kong to inspect the world's tallest building, which looks like something out of a sci-fi movie. I was like, wait, is this an action movie or is this sci-fi? I can't tell anymore. Now this movie was directed by Rawson Marshall Thurber? I don't know his name. It's hard to say. Who brought you We're the Millers, Dodgeball, and Central Intelligence, another Rock movie. So apparently this guy likes to direct comedies, and now we got an action movie. But you could actually tell that it was written and directed by this guy because there was like a lot of gaffes and like little jokes every now and then, which I kind of liked. But then in some moments it was like really suspenseful, and he's like monkey barring above the freaking ground, like 1,000 feet below him. It's really suspenseful, and then all of a sudden there's like a little joke or a gag that kind of just takes me out of the moment. But it's just moments like that where I was like, oh yeah, they're trying to be funny, which I guess Die Hard 1 was kind of funny. And another thing I noticed about this movie, not to compare it to Die Hard again, but in Die Hard, Bruce Willis uses a gun a lot, and in this movie, The Rock just kicks people, just keeps kicking them. He kills them all with gravity, basically. And I just read an article, too, that said, like, is Skyscraper offensive because The Rock has a prosthetic leg? I'll tell you what's offensive, the fact that it takes 4 hours to charge a new lithium battery, and it only works for 2 fucking hours. Now, this movie stars The Rock, Dwayne Johnson, Neve Campbell, Scream fans are gonna love that, and Pablo Schreiber from 13 Hours. I like that guy. It also had that one Asian guy. I didn't have time to look up his name. I didn't care. But he was from like The Dark Knight, and he was always saying, I'm good with numbers. Or calculations. I don't know. But every time I saw him in this movie, I was just waiting for him to say,
I'm good with calculation.
There's like a scene at the end where he's talking about numbers, and I just wanted him to say it, but he didn't. So the bad guys come to this place that The Rock is inspecting, and then they light it on fire. Why? I think you guessed it. So now The Rock, who's not in the building when this stuff happens, has to go save his family, and now we have our story. The ball starts rolling, and it's constantly like, oh, I gotta do this now, or I gotta go do this now. And it's just one thing after another, so the pacing was really good. But then after a while, I was just like, holy shit, I thought this movie was about to be over. And then it happened like 3 times. I was like, alright, it's almost over. Is it over? So despite how action-packed this movie kind of felt, and it had some good action, and the CGI was great. I felt like they were actually there and hanging above the ground, doing monkey bars across. And it wasn't like, it was shot good. Not John Wick good, but it was good. It wasn't shaky Rob Zombie cam. It felt real and it felt authentic, and I liked that. But still, for some reason, I felt like this movie was like 2.5 hours long, even though it was only like 1 hour and 49 minutes. I don't know what that says about me. Do I have ADD? I don't know. Another thing I did notice is that I think this movie, and don't quote me on this, I'm pretty sure this movie was bought and paid for by duct tape. 5 times in this movie, The Rock brings up duct tape. He's like, you got duct tape? I need duct tape. And then he's like wrapping his leg in duct tape. He's like, if it's not fixed yet, you didn't use enough duct tape. It's like, how much money did duct tape give this movie? And there was another scene, involving duct tape, and it was like almost like a MacGyver ripoff of Mission Impossible 4 Ghost Protocol, where Tom Cruise has to climb the building with his like robotic hand gloves that unexplainably do cool shit. But in this movie, he's just like, oh, I'm just gonna get some duct tape, wrap it around my fist, and now just climb the window on the outside of the building. Which is a cool idea if they didn't rip off another movie. But you know what, I guess you could argue that every idea has just been taken. But the camera takes like the same exact like shot from like Mission Impossible 4, it's like, all right, we're going to have a medium single shot on our actor, and we're going to go outside the building, and then we're going to go up and show the ground and freak out the audience. I'm not a movie critic, but I play one on this. This movie also has like a few weird twists and stuff, and you just see them coming a mile away, like, spoiler alert, skip the next 20 seconds or so, depending on how I edit this, I don't know. But The Rock has this friend who used to be an FBI agent with him, who was there when he lost his foot at the beginning of the movie, and how he met his wife when he was, you know, got his leg blown off. He met his wife who was a surgeon. But his friend's like, oh, you're not, this wasn't supposed to happen. Your family wasn't supposed to be there still. And now I gotta shoot you. Give me whatever it is you got. And you're just sitting there like, yeah, I already knew he was gonna do that. I knew he was bad. It just didn't really do a good job like hiding the twist. You kind of saw them all coming. And when a group of bad guys get there, they come in with like this one white guy who's like not European, and he's like the techno guy, and he's like, yes, I did all this fancy shit, and now I'm the only one who can stop this madness. And like, oh really? Great. We don't need you anymore. And we all saw that coming. Another thing that brings this movie down for me is the PG-13 rating. Like, everyone's just getting shot. and there's no blood at all. Bullet to the head, no blood at all. But they can say shit and fuck. I think they said fuck. That's okay. The acting across the board was good. I'll give that. I mean, like, I felt everything was real. It felt authentic, except for the one Asian bad girl. I'll say bad girl. Or should I say bad person? She was just bad. She was like a robot. She's like, Will Sawyer has entered the building. He's on the 96th floor. I can't get the passcodes. That's another thing I kind of liked about this movie. Is like, it took place in Hong Kong and everybody was speaking Chinese. I hate that when you have like a movie and it's like in a different country and they all just know English. It's like, yeah, we all speak English. Perfect. Yeah. I'm not lazy. I can read subtitles. Make it feel authentic. I guess another pro I can say for this movie, just to add more pros, because I feel like I've been saying more cons, is that it's not political. Unlike some other fucking movies. Alright, we're rolling, everybody. White people are evil, Act 1. In action! And the movie was shot well. I mean, it's a well-directed movie. Has good lighting. There were a couple of moments where I was like, why are they doing that? And this is what directors do a lot in movies today, where they like cut like the forehead of the main actor off. They just have him blown up on the screen. Just like, hello, I'm The Rock, and I'm here to save the day. And it's just like, why are you zoomed in so close on his face? Just like, back it up a little bit. But I'm not a director. This movie did have quite a few cheesy things and things that, you know, were said in the beginning, they brought back later. Kind of like a comedian where he says like a joke at the beginning, then he brings it back up at the end, and then he leaves. That's what they do, right? And at the beginning of the movie, Neve Campbell is like having problems with her phone. Now, this is a nitpick. I'll admit that. This is a nitpick. She's like, I'm having problems with my phone, and the screen's all black, and she's not doing anything to explain what the fuck is wrong with her phone. She's like, it's black. It's black, and I don't understand. And The Rock's like, well, did you try turning it off? No. And then the next scene cuts and it's like,
oh, my phone's fixed. Thank you for turning off and on my phone, honey.
did you even tell him what was wrong with the phone? And then the reason why this scene even exists is because that's, spoiler alert, skip the next 5 seconds. It's because that's how she like reboots the building to save the fire. Is she reboots it, turns it off, and turns it back on again. And it's like, oh, yeah, that makes sense. Even though that one guy said that he was the only one capable of fixing everything he did, and they shot him in the face, but she just reboots the whole system and now it works again. And I didn't feel like there was a scene unnecessary. It was just that some things were dragged out, like showing so much from point A to point B. That's why I felt like it took forever. It just kept like, all right, we gotta do this. Oh, now we gotta go here. Oh, now we gotta go over here. We gotta do this. We gotta solve this now. And it's just like, okay, all right. I thought this was over 20 minutes ago, but I guess not. But all in all, I'll say this movie was very good. It definitely did deserve the bomb. I think it has like a 49% on Rotten Tomatoes, which makes no sense at all. I mean, it was just your generic action movie, save the family, get him from this point to this point, get rid of the bad guy who wants money because this rich, evil guy has a nice building. We got destroy it from him. I don't know. If you're an action fan, I think you'll enjoy this movie. So I recommend that you go out and buy it. Anyways, let me know what you thought about this movie in the comments below. Let me know, have you seen it? What you think about it? And as always, remember to hit that like button and click on my sexy face in 5 seconds to subscribe. And thank you so much for joining me tonight, and until next time, auf Wiedersehen.